Starting standing up, roll the shoulders up, back and down. Let the shoulders round, lift them up, squeeze the shoulder blades together, open your palms. Round, squeeze, lift, palms open. So you're getting a little rotation in your shoulders. So as I open those palms and close them, I'm moving from the shoulders. And then we're going to start increasing that movement. And then we're going to step out so we can give ourselves a little more support, round through that spine a little bit more, a couple more like this. And then come all the way down, bent knee. You're going to try and focus just from your low back to your tailbone. Curl under, send it out. Curl it under, send it out. So we're trying, it's just half of a cat turkey, right? Tucking and sending, tucking and sending. One more time, tuck and send, and then we'll put all of it together. So tuck the tailbone under, and then go ahead and round the spine, and then stretch it back out in your turkey. From that turkey, roll through your spine like a cat. Inhale, open into your turkey again. Bring it down, support yourself, cat, turkey. Lift it up, round it, squeeze it, bring it down, turkey, cat, turkey, cat. And then just, you can just start to make this a fluid movement. Just make sure that you're supporting yourself when you're coming up. Lots of movement through that spine. And then last time, bring it down, drop your right shoulder in, press that opposite leg open, and then drop the left shoulder in, press that leg open, sorry. Back through center, and back through center. Pull those abs in, round, extend, big deep breath in. We're just gonna do our simple curtsies to start with. So weight on that right leg, left toes point out to the side, travel on behind you, sit into your curtsy, and stand up. So you have a couple options here. Hands can stay where they are. You can move with the legs, port-de-bras arms or ballet arms, right? You could keep the toe in the air the whole time for a little extra balance work, or you can point that toe and just drag it along the ground without any weight. And if you lift it in the air, but when you come back, you need to, you can set it down for a second before you start the next one. Doing your best to imagine that you're sitting straight down, not bowing forward too much. I know you have to counteract a little bit, counterbalance, but do your best to keep that chest lifted and sit into it. Couple more here. Last two. Last one, we're going to sit into it. We're going to pause. We're going to, lift that back leg. We'll hold that balance. See if you can sit 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch, 1 inch. We should feel this in that right glute. 2 and 1. Bring it up. Right leg over left. Arms are going to spin away. Hips are going to go to the right. And then you're going to come down into that bent knee position, still on that angle. Round into your cat. Inhale into your turkey, shoulders back and down, abs in, support this, lift that right arm up, straighten those legs, come on back up, and step out for curtsies on the other side. So again, you're dragging that toe around, you're sitting into that opposite leg, circling around, sitting into it, adding arms if you want. Trying full balance by keeping that leg in the air the whole time if you want, or balance, but then pause for a moment, regroup, and then come back. If you're using that toe on the ground, you're just doing your best to keep weight in the left leg and the left glute, not dropping too much into those right toes. Two more. Last one, we sit into it. We're gonna lift that back leg, hold here, down and up an inch at a time. And come up. Woo, left leg crosses over the right. We're gonna spin those arms up and over, get a nice stretch down that side, all the way into that glute. Then we're gonna bend those knees, round through your cat stretch, inhale through your turkey, and then lift that left arm up, stretch, reach, arms come up, beautiful. We're gonna walk to the back of our mat. We'll go back into that wide stance. Give me one more cat and one more turkey. Abs in, walk your hands out, and we're gonna bring the feet in, but I want you to keep your hands directly underneath you, and we're gonna come into a high plank, bend the elbows backwards just a little bit, straighten, bend and straighten, bend and straighten, Pilates push-up. You can come further down, you're welcome to, but do your best to move as a unit, not let the hips drop, right? And drop to your knees, press back, resting position, hands by your sides if you're okay with that for shell stretch. Come on up, hands way out in front of you, undulate through that cow-cat. Beautiful. We're going to come to a seated position. We're going to stretch those wrists out just in case that push-up irritated them. Shoot a hoop with your left hand, pull back, and you want to pull back way up close to the wrist, not just way down at the finger. So you get that full stretch. Make sure the arm is straight, so you're getting that tendon stretch. And then flip the hand up, like you're saying, stop in the name of love, and pull back. Again, nice straight arm. And then gentle fist and pull back. And then lastly, flip the palm up, back, and down. And again, I'm going to try and stretch the whole hand back with the straight arm so I get that full stretch of the tendon. Shake that out. Right hand, shoot that hoop, and pull back. And then you're doing stop in the name of love. Stretch it. And then a gentle fist and pull back. And then we'll flip the other way and pull back. We'll shake all that out, roll those shoulders up, back, and down. While we're here in this seated position, we're going to start a little bit differently. Legs are going to be wide. We're going to pull our glutes out from under us. We're going to sit tall. You're going to give me a little bit of a spine stretch, not a big deal. I don't want you to drop and round, just a tiny little movement now. Then arms out to the side, and we're doing a baby saw, right? So I'm not going all the way over. I'm just going to rotate arms forward, come back to center, rotate the other way. But I'm just doing this already hinged, so I'm not coming up and back in between them. Just a little rotation. Good, one more time. Then sit up, grow tall, and now we'll make it a little more aggressive. If you're able to straighten your legs without your body rounding, then do so. Otherwise, sit up tall, rotate, and twist and reach a little bit more this time, if you're okay with it. We're still warming up, so if your body's not ready for it, don't worry about it. Go to that previous one. You inhale when you come up to sit tall. You exhale to twist and reach. Back arm reaches behind you. Good, just two more. And then we'll sit tall. Go ahead, bring your knees in. Grab hold of the backs of your legs. Mosey your way down. Pull those knees in. Take a little rock side to side. Let's stretch that left leg out on the ground. Bring that right knee in nice and close. Still a good stretch on the right side of your low back. Maybe let that leg circle a couple times, warming up that low back. And then switch it up so that left leg comes in, right leg stretches out. And again, we'll create some circles here. You guys let me know if you can't hear me. There's chainsaw going on outside, so let me know if you can't hear me. All right, bring that left knee in, give it a good tuck, bend the right knee, send that left leg up in the air. Fingertips go to your hip bones. You're going to keep your hip bones quiet as you draw a tiny circle on the ceiling with your left toe, and then reverse that circle. You're going to start with an inhale and finish with an exhale, and then go the other way. And then check to make sure that your abs are in, your ribs are pulled down. As you feel more confident that you can keep your hips quiet, you can make bigger circles. And then if you like, you can stretch that right leg out on the ground, trying to flex through that heel and single leg circles here. Beautiful. Left knee bends, place it on the ground, right leg straight up in the air. Again, I'm going to start with my fingertips on my hips as I start those single leg circles. Inhaling to start the circle, exhale to finish the circle, and make sure you reverse directions. Make those circles bigger as you feel more confident. Stretch that left leg out on the ground and flex through the heel if you're good with that. And then bend that knee, hug both knees into your chest, quick little break, and then tabletop. Ribs down and in, hips and ribs close together, belly button pulled in for toe touches. Single leg toe touch if you like, especially since we're still at the beginning. If you like a little more challenge, you flex through the heel and make it a single leg heel tap. If you want a little more, you squeeze your knees together so that you can lower both legs at the same time, toe touch, abs in, ribs flat, or heel flex, or even heel flex with knees apart. But keep that awareness that your abs are staying flat, your low back isn't lifting up off the ground. And then we're going to extend both legs up in the air. Option for a single leg lower. Just a reminder, you don't want to lower your legs all the way to the ground during this one, because that would put us into extension. If you want, both legs can lower. I like to pivot feet out, but move from the hips to create that pivot. And then knees come in, one in each hand. Take a little rock side to side, massage your low back. Stack those knees, tabletop, arms in a T. Let the knees drop to one side for a twist. One leg lifts, the other follows, and we go the other way. And then one leg at a time, back up. Stretch your toes, stretch your fingers overhead, get a long stretch down your spine, and then tuck those hips under, flex those heels back, bring your fingertips to your temples. Exhale, give yourself a deeper tuck, so a pelvic tilt, and on the inhale, float the head, neck, and shoulders off the ground. You're gonna stay here. You're gonna exhale, extend the arms out. You're gonna inhale, lift them overhead. You're going to exhale, bring them back in front, roll down, fingers back where they were. Inhale to lift, exhale to stretch, inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale, reach, inhale up, exhale down. Adding on if you want, inhale up, and then help yourself through the exhale, neck pull all the way up. Inhale tall, exhale hinge, inhale tall, exhale roll down with control. You don't want your elbows in front, you don't want your feet off the ground. So if you need to, you just bend your knees and help yourself. And then we come right back up with that inhale. You might be pausing here. You might be coming all the way up on the exhale. You inhale, you exhale, you inhale, and then exhaling is the roll down, whether it's from all the way up or halfway down. You inhale to come right back up. If you're staying here, you exhale to extend. You inhale up, you exhale, hands down, roll down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, inhale, exhale, and down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, inhale, I screwed up. Sorry, and roll back down again. If you're doing the full neck pull, you inhale, come up, you exhale through the tough spot, you inhale, sit tall, you exhale, hinge, you inhale up, and you exhale, roll back down. So you're either doing partials or full, and you just have 3 more of these. Again, if you're doing partials, you're just coming halfway up. And then we'll bend both knees, feet on the ground. Ab prep, even though we've done half our ab work already. Deep breath in, exhale, lift, inhale, arms reach up overhead. Let's sweep them down like the snow angel, because we're going to turn this into double leg stretch in just a moment. So we reach on the inhale, we exhale, come down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, lift. Inhale, reach. Exhale, down. Inhale, prepare. Last time. Lift it up. Reach it overhead. Let's stay there. Abs in. Belly button flat. Chest lifted. Stack your knees tabletop. Extend your legs. We're right in double leg stretch. Exhale to bend. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale to bend and tap. Keep in mind you're keeping your head up, or if your neck is bothering you, your head can stay down, but you don't want to lift it up and down the whole time. Last time, hold it, reach through your toes, reach through your fingers, hold for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1, hug those knees in, put the left foot back on the ground, bring that right knee in again, feel that nice stretch in the low back. And then I want you to stack that shin parallel to the ground, take your left hand on the outside of the right knee, and your right hand lifts that ankle up. Left leg comes up in the air. We're going to exhale, stretch and reach. Stretchy version of single leg stretch. Inhale, switch it up. Reach to your right toes, hug that left knee in. Inhale, switch. Exhale, stretch. Switch on the inhale, reach to the toe on the exhale. When you're ready for more challenge, block your knee from coming in, right? So now it's just a tabletop. We're not hugging that knee in if you want that next level. Arm work is kind of the same, but you're not going to be able to reach your ankle unless you are very long-armed. Couple more here. Beautiful. Take a break, hug it in. Take a rock side to side. Let's put the feet on the ground for bridge. Find a neutral spine. So let's tuck under, feel that low back pressing into the ground. Let's tip the other way. Big gap under your low back. Exhale to tuck. Inhale to tip. One more time. Tuck, tip, and then find neutral. So ribs come down, little gap under your low back, and then we'll press into our hands to lift our legs up. Knees together, lift those hips. Let's walk back onto our tippy toes, but keep your knees together. Then I want you to lower your heels, lower your hips. Lift your heels, lift your hips. Heels, hips, heels, hips. Now we're going to make this a fluid motion. Both down, both up. Both down, both up. Let's hover those hands. So just a little variation here. 2 more. Beautiful. Hopefully we got a little bit more of the backside of that body on that. Shoulders up, back, and down. Let's extend both legs up in the air for scissors. Bring your right leg in. We're going to use the variation where we get a stretch. So flex that toe down towards your face. Other foot flexes. Bring the right leg in. You're not going to pulse. You're just going to bring it in. Left leg only moves away as much as the left leg can come in, or right leg can come in. And switch it up. So you inhale, switch, exhale, pull in, flex. I can really feel that all the way down, calf and hamstring as I flex through that foot. If you want, you can reach up and pull that toe down with the opposite hand. That gives you a little bit of rotation through the torso and a little bit more stretch in foot, calf, hamstring. Couple more. And relax. We're going to bend those knees. We're going to pivot those knees open. We're going to reach through, grab our ankles for our seal. Exhale, flap your flippers, and exhale to roll. Inhale at the top. Exhale to roll. Inhale, pause, and roll. And keep it going. I know you're barking at home. I will check in with your significant others or your children. Last 2. Last 1. Hold it here. Find that balance. We're going to bring our hands underneath. We're going to hold here. Open those legs and find open leg balance. Lifting, holding. We're going to bend those knees. We're going to slide those legs out. Lift your hips up. Push them back so you're back on those sit bones. Spine stretch as you hinge forward. And then let's bend those knees in and go into our roll downs. We're going to do simple roll downs. So we're just going to exhale to hinge back. We're going to inhale to come up. We're going to exhale to go back. We're going to inhale up. If you want more challenge, exhale back and come up with the arms wide. Or exhale back and then try and come up with the arms in a V, but you're not doing weird movements, right? You're just keeping those arms wherever they are, and then you lift and lower. Or bring those arms over your head, and this will be more challenging as you come up. If it's too much, go back down, or arms in a T, or a V, or an I. Keep going. You have 4 more, please. Good. Nice job. Next time you come up, take a break. We're going to pivot over onto your side, lying down. And we're going to go straight legs. Waistline is lifted. We're going to do side lying leg series. So waistline is up, head is down on your arm, abs are in. You can't see your toes. Top leg lifts on the inhale, flexes down on the exhale. Inhale, lift, exhale, flex down. Inhale, lift, reach, exhale, down. Keep that going. Leave that leg up there, hold it, let the other leg come up to join it, and then come down. So it's inhale, up, up, pause, exhale, down. Up, up, pause, exhale, down. Keep that waistline lifted. And now both legs are going to stay glued together. We're going to switch the breathing to an exhale. Waistline lifts, hold at the top, inhale down. Exhale, lift, hold, and inhale down. Exhale, lift, hold, inhale down. Exhale, lift, hold, inhale down. 2 more. Now all we're going to add is the upper body. You can put your hand on the ground in front of you. Elbow comes off the ground. So both ends of the body lift and both ends of the body come down. We lift and down and lift and down. And then we're going to hold this one up. See if you can walk your hand back overhead. Top arm lifts up overhead. It's like a sideways Superman. Hold 3, 2, 1. Relax down. Bend that knee. Give that hip some love. We're going to stay with that knee bent, and we're going to roll over into a half frog. So I'm going to keep that knee bent. The same arm is going to be 90, and I'm going to just tip my ear to look over there. Then I'm going to straighten that leg out. I'm going to point my toes. I'm going to lift my kneecaps, but toenails on the ground. I'm going to pull my belly button in. Hands come directly underneath. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, take a breath. Exhale, down forward breaststroke. Inhale, pull back. Keep your knees lifted, so thighs engaged, but toes on the ground, toenails on the ground. And relax. Maybe windshield wiper those legs side to side. And then you're coming back onto the same side you were on just a minute ago. So your head is in the same direction. We're going to do a side plank. So we want to push the shoulder back, lift up out of it, engage these lats. You can be on the sides of your thighs, alternate toes in the air, a straddle, or a stack. Once you're in your side plank, I want you to reach with your top hand, grab that bottom hip, lift it 1 inch. And now just hold that. For a little more challenge, reach your arm over your head to make sure that hip doesn't drop down. Holding and reaching, stretching, lifting, and gently down. Now you're going to roll over to the opposite side, and you're going to come all the way down, please. Arm underneath your ear, body in a long straight line, waistline lifted, abs in, top leg lifts on an inhale and flexes down on the exhale. Lift, reach, exhale down. Point, lift, reach, exhale down. Good. This leg will stay up. The bottom leg will meet it. They hold and then exhale down. So it's inhale, up, up, pause, exhale down. Up, pause, exhale down. Up, pause, exhale down. Keep going. Sideline leg series. Good. One more. Now glue the legs together and they both come up at the same time and hold and down. Exhale, lift, hold, and inhale down. Exhale, lift, hold, inhale down. Exhale, lift, hold, inhale down. Adding on, we lift that upper body by pressing the hand into the ground, elbow lifts. Beautiful. Stay up this time. See if you can walk your hand overhead. Top arm lifts. We're flying Superman sideways. 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. Top hip. You bend that knee. Give that hip a little love. And as you're ready, pivot over into a half frog. Same leg, same arm, just 90 degrees, resting on the opposite ear. And then straighten that leg, straighten those arms. We're going to start with slow motion swimming. So I'm going to pull the belly button in. I'm going to lift my left quad off the ground, right arm, hold, and come down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift, hold, left hand, right leg. Try and get that quad lifted. Try and get that leg as straight as possible. Just alternating arms and legs. One more time each way. Good. Now, if you want, continue that. A little more challenge. All 4 limbs come off the ground. We continue that slow motion lift though. And then finally, if you want the last version, all 4 limbs off the ground and you flutter kick. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale. And inhale, exhale. Keep going. Inhale and exhale. And relax. Option to windshield wiper your legs or press back in your shell stretch. You choose whichever one you want to give your low back a break. And then as you come back out of that stretch, you're going to drop onto your elbows and your forearms. Let's pivot those pinky fingers, shoulders up, back, and down. Pull your collarbone back, pull your ribs back, pull your belly button back. So you're on your forearms, your knees, and your toes. You don't want to sag and you don't want to go booty up. This is pre-plank. Option to roll onto the fronts of your thighs. Same rules apply. Or option to tuck your toes, press, and we're going to hold 45 seconds here. Yesterday, in my class at the Y, we were holding and the second hand stopped working. Or excuse me, the second hand. That's what I said. Holding your best plank, head in line with your spine, shoulders are broad, abs are in, ribs are in, lifting through those thighs, pressing through those heels. Just 10 more seconds. And relax. All right, we're going to work that out with an undulating cow cat, turkey cat, hands in front of you for Thanksgiving. Not hands in front of you for Thanksgiving, but for the turkey stretch. Just a couple more. Beautiful. Shoulders up, back, and down. We're making our way back over onto our spine. Those knees in. Take a little rock side to side. All right. And then you're rolling up. So we're going to do some exercises we haven't done for a while. If this bothers your wrists, you have the option to go back down onto your elbows, but notice that the shoulders are going to want to cave forward, so be careful with that. All right, we'll start nicely. Fingertips are either going to be facing you or off to the side. We're in a little boxy shape, and you're going to start to lift your hips, almost like you're doing a bridge from here. They're going to want to stop at some point, see if you can go past that point and lift. Pull your belly button in, and then as you're ready, gently come down. That was level 1, okay? These are add-ons. If that was enough for you, stay there. Next one, shoulders up, back, and down. Lift it up. You're going to try to lift one leg up. Lower it, lift it, bring it down. Other leg, lift it, lower it, bring it down. Some of you are just watching. All right, so that was level 2. Leg pull front. If you want to stay with that, stay with that. If you want the next level, you're actually going to straighten those legs out, and you're trying to lift so much that your toes touch the ground. And then lower. And then final level. These are killers. Shoulders up, back, and down. Deep breath in. Exhale, lift. Tuck those hips. You're going to lift the leg without letting the booty drop. So try and lift, lower, come down. Believe it or not, that exercise is usually 3 lifts and then the other side. I think we're good enough for now. Crisscross, sit tall. Take your left arm, flex it open, and start to feel a stretch through that pectoral, those chest muscles that we just worked. Then bring that arm down behind you, and as you do so, rotate that palm so it's facing to the opposite side, so you still feel that chest stretch. And then give yourself a little twist, and then come on back to center. Right arm, same thing, flex. Feel that stretch across your chest. When you're ready, spin the arm, bring it down, give yourself a little twist. Back through center, uncross your legs, recross them the less familiar way. Right arm again. Pull it back behind you, and then as you're ready, a baby twist. Back to center, left arm this time. Open it, spin it, and bring it down. Good, back through center. And we'll finish up with a crisscross version. So let's go on to our elbows for this one to start with. Shoulders back and down. Let's take, actually, you know what? Sorry. Yep, nope, we're gonna stay here. Take your back leg, extend it up in the air. Take your back arm, grab that back leg, lift yourself up, right? Nice and tall. And then take your bottom arm and come onto your hand. Now, a couple more challenging options. Let go of your leg, but keep it up there. Good, come on back. Let's just stay on the hands. I think that'll be easier. Now your front leg is gonna extend. You're gonna grab it, lift yourself up, and then see if you can let go. And bring it down. Now spin to me, back leg up, see if you can do it with no hand, and then see if this hand can come off the ground too. Come back to center, go the other way. And just keep going, rotating. Inhaling when you come back to center. Couple more like that, and then I'll give you another option. So think about the arm and the leg going as far away from each other as possible. Come back to center, take a little break. All right, so we're going to continue with that same idea, but we're going to try this from the balanced position to start with, right? So it's going to be a big challenge. Legs in tabletop. Reach and stretch toward me. Reach and stretch away, reach and stretch toward me, reach and stretch away. Opposite leg extends. Big challenge here. If that feels like too much on your back, try it from lying down, right? But as you do that, make sure you're not just rolling like a turtle on your spine or on your shell. And then as you're ready, come on down, hug those knees in, bring those legs wider than your mat, drop your left knee in, let your right leg drop open. Should be a nice stretch on the front of your left thigh. We just worked those hip flexors and a little bit into your left low back. If you want to increase the stretch, right hand goes on the right inner thigh, left hand on the hip, and then pull them apart. Inhale back through center, let the right knee drop in, left leg drop open. And again, I can increase that stretch, left hand down, right hand on right hip, pulling open in opposite directions. And then we'll come back through center. We're going to do that again. This time, if you want, you can take your left hand down the left thigh and push it down for a deeper stretch. Inhale back to center, same thing, other side. I'm using my right hand to push the right leg down. And then I'm going to come up and I'm going to grab hold of that right leg, hug it in toward my right shoulder, draw some circles on the ceiling. And then bring that right knee into your right armpit. You're going to flex through those right toes, pull them back with your right hand, push down so your knee comes down toward the ground. Press the heel up, so it should be a nice hamstring stretch. And just move through that foot. You can point and flex, rotate, whatever. Then you're going to bring that left leg back to center. Right leg comes back in, and you probably have to pivot your hand a little bit. And then stretch the left leg out, but keep the right leg where it is. And that should give you an increased stretch in that right hammy. It's still, knee is still right into the chest. And then finally, grab the ankle, point the toes, lift yourself up almost like a scissors. Pull back, flex through the heel, deep stretch, turn the toe in, turn the toe out, turn the toe in, back to center, lower that right leg, and hopefully that right leg may feel a little more open and flatter and low back closer to the ground. Let's take that right ankle across the left knee, let it pivot open, hold for a moment. Again, you can put hands on opposite hip and thigh, and then bend that left knee. Reach around, thread your needle, left leg up in the air. We'll rotate through that ankle. Bend that knee. Hug even closer so you get a deep, deep stretch on that right hip. And try a little rock side to side and see how that changes that stretch a bit. And then finally, cross the right knee all the way over. Grab your left shin. Hug it in. Arms into a T, knees drop to the left. back up through center, uncross, left knee into your chest. And we'll draw circles as it moves over to the left. Go both ways. And then flex through that heel, pull the toes back and down, and push and pull, right? Rotate side to side, circle, but you're keeping that knee down. And then we're going to slide the right leg to center, left leg comes to center. We're still pushing down. That should really increase that hamstring stretch on the left side. Right thigh might feel it in the front. And then we'll straighten that left leg, grab your ankle, lift yourself up, flex, pull in, turn your toes in, turn them out, turn them in, turn them out, and then gently back to center. Lay that leg down. Feels delicious. Left ankle over right leg, pivot open. Hand and opposite hand can pull opposite directions. And then we'll thread our needle. Maybe move through that right ankle a little bit. Crisscross all the way. Reach in, oh, sorry. Yeah, nope, not yet. In that right knee, pull it even closer for a deeper stretch on that left hip. There we go. Sorry about that. And then crisscross all the way, reach for that right ankle and take a couple rocks side to side. See how that changes that stretch. Arms into a knee, T, knees drop right. As you're ready, you're going to make your way over onto your hands and knees, whether you roll up and over or just roll over to the side. And once more, we'll do our undulating turkey and cat. And then we'll just go ahead, press those hips up in the air, pedal those feet out if it would feel good. And then wide stance, bend your knees, hands on your thighs for a cat and a turkey. Big deep breath in, lift it up. Thank you guys.